If you're considering booking a consultation, you likely have specific questions about how to get your book and expertise the recognition they deserve. Maybe you've seen colleagues land major media coverage, get invited to high-profile events, or become the go-to experts in their fields. You might be wondering, how do I make that happen for my own work? That's exactly what we can explore in a consultation. If your book is meant to contribute to public conversations, it needs to be appropriately positioned for visibility. We'll discuss what kind of media would be most interested in your work, how to engage journalists and conference organizers, and how to ensure that your expertise reaches the right audiences. These sessions are not sales calls where I upsell you our book publicity and marketing services. If they were, they'd be free consultations. Many publicists and book PR companies offer free discovery calls because they don't have testimonials, case studies, or established name recognition. So those free calls are used to sell you their service. That's not what I do. You can find dozens of testimonials and case studies on our website from happy authors and publishers, and our reputation speaks for itself. When you book a consultation with me, it's a working session designed to give you direct, strategic answers. Most academics would like to see their book reach both scholarly and public audiences. The challenge is balancing intellectual rigor with accessibility. If you're wondering how to do that effectively, we can work on refining your messaging so your work resonates across different readerships while maintaining its depth. If journalists and podcast hosts aren't covering your topic, or if they are but you're not on their radar, we'll identify the strongest angles for making your work relevant to current discussions and help you craft pitches that get attention. I often hear from academics and experts who are being asked to do more media appearances but don't feel comfortable on camera. If that's you, we can have a mini media training session to help you communicate your message more effectively and find ways to make the interview book-focused. Or let's say that all your past books have been academic monographs, but now you've written a novel or a poetry collection. We'll go over what you should do differently. Likewise, the publicity strategy for trade books is different from academic titles, and we'll discuss what makes sense for your specific project. Or maybe you're not an academic. You write poetry and literary fiction and would also like to see the books you worked on for years, often a decade, get the attention you know they deserve. How can you get media attention when all the focus seems to go to nonfiction? I can help you with that by explaining how various sectors of the media choose their guests. And getting your book into lots of bookstores sounds great, but is it realistic given your publisher and distribution? We'll discuss what's actually possible and what strategies will maximize your book's visibility. Book festivals and conferences can also be valuable, but not all of them are the best use of your time. We'll go over which ones align with your field, where meaningful networking happens, and which opportunities are worth prioritizing. You can also book a session if your book has already been published, to work on crafting a long-term strategy that keeps your work in circulation after the initial buzz your publisher may have created ends, to keep the bookstore, university, and other speaking invitations coming in. You might be wondering, should I be writing op-eds or essays to promote my book? Is this the right time? And if so, which topics would be the most effective? We can determine where your piece is most likely to be published, and I can suggest an approach that could be helpful for selling your book too. We can evaluate any opportunity that you're considering and look at the best road to amplifying your public-facing scholarship. And of course, if you're interested, we can also discuss what it would be like to work with Coriolis, how our team might approach your campaign, and what an ongoing collaboration could look like. If some of these questions interest you, or if you have others, I invite you to book a session. Academics come to me with a wide range of questions, from media engagements to long-term visibility strategies, and this consultation is about getting clear, informed answers that move your work forward. Schedule your consultation today, and let's ensure that your research gets the attention it deserves.